Hi, my name is Professor Rosen, and I'm going to be the professor of CIS 2168 for your section. Um, I just want to say that, first off, very happy to have you. 2168, by far, my favorite class to teach. And I just want to let you know a couple of things before you join the class. First and foremost, if you haven't figured it out somehow, the class is completely virtual. So you meet for our lectures, click on this link over here on the front of the Canvas page, my Zoom link. We're going to be using that for all the lectures. I'll send you out an email on the first day so you don't forget about it. Second, your TAs for whatever section you have, just click on their link and you'll be able to join there. Third and possibly most important, probably most important. Yeah, most important. Let's go with that. Is the Discord invite, where basically I have a nice Discord channel, essentially a glorified chat room, or a superpowered chat room for those of you who don't know what Discord is, to join and interact with other students. It's often the best way to get in contact with me, mainly because it's a very quick way to shoot off a message. Not only that, if you have a question, it's very possible that one of your fellow students or the students from last semester may have an answer for you. The textbook is listed here. I like the textbook. The second edition is perfectly fine. I try to follow it. I use all the chapters except for chapter 9, and that's just because of time constraints, although this semester I might be able to pull it off. If you're hearing some snoring sound, that's our grader on my lap, Happy Feet. Can you say hi to the camera? Can you say hi? Which brings me to the next point. You can meet Happy Feet from 6 to 8 on Tuesdays during what I call Distraction Discord. Tuesday evenings, I will be running a very casual, let's say, session to just chat and hang out to help, promote a sense of community, as they might put it, for the class during the pandemic. But mainly I just want to give students the ability to connect and like they would be able to in in-person classes. The other things you should note for this class, all lecture recordings will be here. Just click here for the lecture recording. Syllabus is located over here. And finally, you should know that this is a flipped classroom. You probably knew that coming in. You might have known that coming in based off of the fact that I have that you may have heard students talking about my videos. I recorded a good number of videos for the graduate level version of this class, which is an accelerated 1068, 2168 combo class. And then I was able to use that material to augment material I already had for this class. So each of the modules, if we go to the module sections, for instance, let's go to our array list videos, you'll see that there's a big playlist with the first overview videos pretty well done, and then there's all these videos. What it means for a flipped classroom is that we've got all these lectures recorded, and your lecture time is set aside for doing things like taking short quizzes or doing a short exercise, and then for the most part working on the homework that I assign. So most of your homework is going to be done in class if you go ahead and watch the videos beforehand. Because and the reason for this is that as you well know at this point, you run into a bug. And these bugs are you bang your head against the wall for like 3 hours and you get nowhere with them. It's tough, it's difficult, it's frustrating and demoralizing. And even more demoralizing when you say, "Hey, professor, I don't know what's wrong with this." And the professor goes, "Oh, that's easy." And he fixes it in 5 seconds. Now, I'm going to remind you, when that happens, by the way, that the reason I'm able to fix that in 5 seconds is I've made that mistake 50 times, and I've seen your fellow students make it 500 times. So I'm an expert at failing. That probably doesn't sound as good as it did. Anyway, moving on. So, point being is that, while I can't remove the demoralization, which other than trying to tell you that is perfectly normal and it's okay to feel that way, what I can tell you is that you'll save those 3 hours of banging your head against the wall, because you'll make that mistake. You'll go, "Hey, professor," and I'll go, "Here's your mistake." Right? So the idea here is that I am most accessible to you when you are doing the hardest work, and least accessible to you when you're doing the easiest work, which is the initial contact of the material. We've found this works very well. Students have really liked this approach, almost universally. I won't say everybody, because there's always one or two people who prefer the traditional lecture. But for the most part, people really like this approach, and I think you're going to be pleasantly surprised with how much time gets saved. So that's what I have for you. I look forward to seeing you on Tuesday. I will jump in during during your sessions to begin with, just to make sure I can, just so I can say hi and explain what's going on with the class. All right. So thank you for watching, and I will see you on Tuesday for the lab and Wednesday during the lecture.